Hi, this is me for Steve TV. I'm just outside the city here in Melbourne. It's Sunday and it's the Midsumma Carnival, and this is the art centre here. And I've gotten off the tram because I've just seen this. It's intriguing me. What the hell is it? It looks like lots of people throwing boxes onto a big heap outside the art centre. I don't know what that's all about. I think it's called art. Here I am in the centre of the road. But, you know, I don't have ruby slippers, but I've got my Aussie redbacks. My Aussie redbacks are as good as ruby slippers, because if I click them 3 times, can't click because I'm walking. Gotta cross. Some tram tracks. Because I'm going to head down to the, oh look, horsies. I'm going to head down to the Gay and Lesbian Carnival, which is just down here on the side of the river. This is Melbourne on a Sunday. That's one thing we've got to do, is go on one of those horse rides one day. But that's for another day. Today is the carnival, which I don't seem to be able to find. So here we are in our beautiful city. Mild day, probably about, I'm guessing 25 degrees. Not very sunny, but you can get sunburnt on days like today because the UV light, we've got an ozone hole, so the UV light can get through, and I'll probably end up being burnt. Haven't got my sunblock on, a bit silly. Now, if I remember correctly, the Gay and Lesbian Carnival is down here, but I can't see anything. This is the Yarra River, outside the art centre just here. And last year the carnival was down there, but I'm seeing all these people across the river. So I'm thinking maybe the carnival's down there. Looks like I've got a bit of walking to do, hey? So come along. Look how brown the water is. Brown water. It's brown water all over Australia at the moment. You know, who cares about the carnival? This is nice here. There's the MCG over there. And that's, we're right in the city centre. Down there's South Bank. There's all restaurants and stuff along there. There's Flinders Street over there. Federation Square. And I'm pretty sure that's the Gay and Lesbian Carnival down there, so it looks like I've got a bit of walking to do. Okay, so I'm now walking along the river outside Federation Square. I've not been down here before, and apparently it's called Princess Walk, which I think is quite an apt name really, because I believe that is the Princess Bridge. That's where we started out. That's where I got off the tram in front of the art centre. And I've got to walk all the way down here through this new precinct of the city that's been built over the last couple of years. It's quite cool, and hopefully I can find the carnival. Maybe go on a river cruise, huh? Not sure if I'm on the right track. I'm just following the crowds, but I've got to say, such a beautiful walk down here. Princess Walk. River's nice. There's a nice cool breeze. Seems to be plenty of activity, and all of this building, Federation Square, I didn't realise how much riverfront property they've invested. Amazing. Some queens have said to me on the way here, it's shit, I wouldn't go, it's shit. But it looks alright at first glance, so let's check it out. This is way different to what I'm used to. Carnival is normally a whole different thing to this. I'm really a bit perplexed. I'm not quite sure what to think of it so far. Oh, now I know we're in Carnival. I saw them at Carnival last year. It's about take care of yourself, also. Oh, good on you, also. Well, I'm definitely in the right place. If you take a look around, there's it's a little bit smaller than it was last year. DNA posters, I wouldn't mind one of those. Yeah, this is it. Rainbow everything. Abs in daylight. Now there's so many different subcultures here. Me being part of the FOQ subculture, that's fat old queen. But there doesn't seem to be too many of them around. This is a good chance for us to have a bit of a purr. Some good bits of skin around as far as I can see. And the Vic Bears. Greens. Okay, there's products and what else? Community groups. T-shirts. Police. Don't know what that's all about. The Trobe Uni. It's like advertising. It's like a gay magazine, only in 3D. Interesting. Mind you, I got to say, it is good for a perv. I can't, overtly perv, but hopefully you're catching a little glimpses of skin like I am. Some nice little bodies around here. Okay, so it's all happening here at Midsumma. Hello, darling. Okay, this is now we're in the heart of it. Wow, this is way different to last year, but I've got to say, I kind of like the new format. Everything last year though, there was like a couple of really big like stages, and I don't know where they are. I can hear music coming from somewhere. I've already run into a couple of people that I know. Oh, sorry. Run into a couple of people and tripped over a couple of people too. So, yeah. Try not to look conspicuous, but hey. Everyone looks conspicuous, so it's easy to blend in. That big statue used to be outside of... Oh, wow, it's like an ant's nest. I am loving it. Ross Watson Gallery. Guy standing there in his Speedos, of course. Funky trunks. Funky trunks. Funky trunks. And boys playing Twister. It's a bit of a mess of people, like an ant's nest. Don't mind, there you go, we'll have film. So, any of you in front of me that don't want to be on film, turn your head now. Yeah, so this is Steve TV, bringing it to you live from, and I'm feeling the sun, live from the Midsumma Carnival. I'm actually burning already. I've been in the sun for like 15 minutes. And it's coming through the clouds. So, this is it. Stalls upon stalls of things. Art. Eagle Pack. Oh, there's Dulcie du jour in a big gold dress. What's that, the dog show? Dulcie does the dog show. I'll see if I can get closer.
Cake with Angus.
Some nice looking boys around here, I got to tell you. Makes me wish I was younger and fitter.
We will be drawing Prince and Princess. Oh, he's doing okay now.
He's filled out. I think he's put on about 7 kilos, and I've only had him a month and a half.
He's a beautiful boy. His name is Angus, and of course he's from the RSPCA. So of course, if you're looking for a puppy, rescue dogs are always a good way to go. There's the Greyhound adoption program. Of course, there's the RSPCA. There's lots of places you can go if you're looking for man's best friend or a kitten. So his name's Angus, and he's ready to go. I did say before, I got a rescue dog this year. She's 4 years old. She had 4 litters of puppies. She'd been living on the street. When she was brought in, her backbone was exposed. She was heavy in pup. Her tummy was dragging on the ground, and she'd been neglected for years. And she's the most gorgeous, gorgeous thing. Except she's a little bit wayward, and she thinks she'd still like to live on the street occasionally. But we're getting there. But she's a very spoiled girl now. She's got a lot of...
Trying to get us up high so we can check it out from a distance. I've not been through all this bit before, because all the tennis centre and MCGs, like you can walk all the way through to Richmond. Yeah. So I've not actually seen this area before. That's the bridge that goes to the tennis centre. That's all behind the bushes there. MCG. That goes back to the city. Wow, check out this view, man. It's a bit unbelievable.
I agree.
See, last year was all in the park over there on that green bit, and it's spread out. This year they've moved it here, but I've got to say, I'm sort of impressed. It's a little bit better than it was last year.